Merci au CRIBIQ pour l'opportunité de pouvoir présenter aujourd'hui. I want to start off by giving you an overview of EBI, what we do, who we are, and then we will jump more into the natural gas and transportation. So EBI is a family business founded in 1960. We are mainly in the waste management industry, so we do all types of waste collection. We have a landfill in Berthierville and Saint-Thomas. It's 60 kilometers north from Montreal. We have a recycling center, composting platform, septic system. We do septic systems collection and treatment, and we also have operations in Costa Rica. So in Canada, EBI is about 500 employees, and in Costa Rica we have 300 employees. We do pretty much the same type of waste management down there. We are also in the compressed natural gas industry. We have a network of filling stations and we do vehicles rental. I will jump more into that later in the presentation. We do some maintenance and inspection of heavy-duty vehicles, and we are also in the civil engineering industry where we do some general contractor projects where we do excavation and different types of civil engineering projects. So I want to give you an overview of our main infrastructures located, as I said, about 60 kilometers north from Montreal. So we have three main inputs, which are the waste going in the landfill. We have septic system sludge going in the septic systems treatment plant, and we have organic waste going in the composting platform. So if we go into the composting platform, we produce obviously compost, and with the drainage water from the platform, we neutralize it with limestone, and we produce liquid fertilizer that we use in agriculture. If we now jump into the septic systems treatment plant, what we do, we thicken the sludge. So we have a solid fraction that goes into the composting platform, and the liquid fraction goes into the wastewater treatment plant. Now the landfill. The landfill has leachate, which is liquid waste coming from the landfill, which goes into the wastewater treatment plant. And there is also biogas that is produced from degradation of organic fraction in the waste. Biogas goes into two processes that are in parallel: a biogas purification plant and a cogeneration plant. The cogen plant produces two types of energy: electricity, 9.4 megawatt of electricity, that's the equivalent of 10,000 households that is produced, and we produce heat that is used in the wastewater treatment plant because it's a biological process, and the bacteria need to be at about 15 degrees Celsius in our basins, which are outdoor. So we use heat to keep the temperature of the wastewater during the treatment. The biogas purification plant transforms biogas into renewable natural gas that can be used as a fuel for vehicles. It can also be used as in the industrial sector. So that gives you an overview of our main infrastructures, and now you can measure all the connection that we have. If we now jump more into the CNG, compressed natural gas. So in 2008, 2010, we were selling our renewable natural gas on the market for a fairly low price because prices of natural gas dropped because in the United States they started to produce shale gas, so offer jumped and then for the same demand, so prices dropped. And on the other hand, we were buying expensive diesel, very expensive diesel, so we realized that it would be more efficient for us, more interesting to use our energy as a fuel for our trucks. So we went down in California because they were ahead of us in terms of CNG for vehicles. We looked what they do, and we started a pilot project in 2011 with one truck for 1 year. We really wanted to test the truck in our operation with our conditions, because California doesn't have the winters we have, so that was a concern. And we also, the fueling of the truck was a barrier because there were no station at the moment to fuel this type of vehicle. So we rented a mobile station where we could fill one truck. Our truck could be filled in 4 hours. So that's during the night. The pilot project was a success. This is a graph of the number of CNG trucks we have over the years. And now in 2016, we are just about 120 CNG trucks in our fleet. If we go over our network of CNG stations, so our first fueling station was built in Berthierville in 2013. That's a public station. Over there we have 2 fast fill hoses. These are self-service card lock type hoses for fueling, just like we can see for a truck stop for diesel, but that's for CNG. And we have 75 slow fill hoses. So the slow fill is when the driver comes back at the end of his day, he connects the truck, goes home, and all the trucks fill in parallel during the night. And when the drivers come back the next day, all the trucks are full. So we have 75 trucks that fill in during the night in Berthierville. Our second station in Montreal East, over there, 2 fast fill hoses for public selling and 10 slow fill hoses for our trucks. Since last year, we opened a station in Joliette where we have 1 fast fill hose over there for public selling. And we also have a 4th station, which is a private station. So that's only for 1 client in Saint-Félicien in the Lac-Saint-Jean area, where there is 2 filling hoses. And I'll come back more into this project later. So the main advantages of CNG over diesel is the price. As I said, it's much cheaper than gasoline or diesel. So this is the main driver of the change in this project. The price is stable. We have a stable price over years, and we can offer our clients a stable price over multiple years as well. This is a cleaner energy. We have greenhouse gas emissions reduction, significant reductions of the main atmospheric pollutants as well, and fine particles. During winter, there is efficient engine start. So that was a concern initially, but it turned out to be to work properly during winter. Cheaper maintenance, so the engine doesn't have a urea and anti-pollution system as a diesel engine have. So this is a source of problems for diesel trucks that we don't have because the emissions are already acceptable and clean enough. And the vehicles are more silent. So for our operations where we go in residential areas, early in the morning, late at night, that's an interesting asset. And for the driver as well, it's his working environment, so the working environment has a better quality. Some numbers. So we measure the usage of our fleet in terms of hours, because that's a lot of stop and start. So we don't do a lot of mileage. But in terms of hour, that gives you an idea for all our CNG fleet. The waste hauling CNG fleet. We started in 2013. We were just over 70,000 hours. Now in 2016, we're close to 150,000 hours of CNG utilization. That means in diesel displacement, that's between 3 and 4 million liters of diesel that we don't buy every year. And in terms of dollars, that is millions of dollars that we save every year because we don't have to buy this diesel and we use CNG instead. And now we want to go further. So we want to support other fleets in their transition to compressed natural gas. We have two main, so we support other fleets in two main areas, which is on the truck side. So we offer vehicle trials to our clients where they can really try CNG vehicles in their operations with their routes, with their trailers, and really try the trucks for 10 days. We offer also long-term rentals. And on the station side, we can build, operate CNG stations. So we really want to support other fleets in this transition. Our network of public stations, so we have the largest network of public stations in Quebec. We have three stations, which are Berthierville, Joliette, and Montreal East that are open. We have other projects to keep expanding our network of CNG stations. These stations are open 24/7. It's a self-service station where you can pay with a credit card or a chip key if you have a supply contract. The private station in Saint-Félicien, so we installed all the equipment for the station on a steel skid that can be moved by truck. And over there we are connected to Gas Metro because all our energy is supplied, is distributed by Gas Metro. And so over there we have a mobile station that we installed. That was last November. And the client only buys CNG and we take charge of everything upstream. So design of the station, construction, operation, maintenance, we take care of everything and the client buys CNG. So to conclude, I want to just put a context, put this, everything I said more in context by sharing with you the cycle of renewable natural gas. Everybody produces waste, that is a reality. And so our CNG trucks bring waste to the landfill where biogas is produced, collected. It goes into our biogas purification plant where renewable natural gas is produced, injected in the gas grid. And we have natural gas that is distributed through our network of filling station to our fleet. And the public, vehicles of the public can also be integrated in the loop. So that's the cycle of renewable natural gas. So thank you for your attention. And if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer to them. Thank you.
Time for questions,
Oui.
What fraction of the energy content of the biogas is required to get it finally to the point of distribution? In other words, how much energy do you have to use to make your raw biogas useful as CNG at the point of delivery?
That's a good question. I don't have the number for you. Maybe I can look into it and give it to you, but I can't answer the question right now. But yeah.
What would be the impact of increased collection for composting? Because this removes organic matter from your furnish.
Yeah. So obviously composting doesn't produce biogas, but other processes can produce biogas out of organic waste. So we have some projects where we are looking to produce biogas from biomass. So that would replace landfill because we are aware that landfilling of organic material will be forbidden in 2020 or 2022 by the government of Quebec. So we are aware of that and we're looking for alternatives.
Any questions? Yes, please.
Yep.
I've understood you, the CNG or something is from your biogas production, so it's renewable gas. Yes?
We can sell renewable natural gas and we can sell fossil natural gas. So there's two,
Premium for the renewable, is that correct?
yeah, exactly. There's a premium.
You're offering two
Yeah.
services, residential gas or renewable gas.
Yeah, the cheapest option is fossil natural gas and renewable natural gas is an option as well.
So you got the blue product.
Yep.
Questions? So thank you again.
Thank you.